We got two new wide theatrical releases this week in February the 7th. Love Hurts and Hard Eyes. Love Hurts is a low budget romantic action thriller starring Ariana DeBose and Ki-Hoo Kwan. Ki-Hoo Kwan plays a reformed assassin turned realtor who is dragged back into the life of crime when his crime boss brother finds out that he let the people who robbed him live. Now, it's thin on plot but has good action sequences and stunt choreography. And it was good to see Ki-Hoo Kwan as a leading man in his own movie who does his own stunts. Now, is he Temu Jackie Chan? He is, but he shines as a leading man. Aesthetically, the kills are thrilling with some really sharp, blunt editing cuts that you'll find in similar movies like Fall Guy, Nobody, and Violent Night, which were also produced by David Leitch. So if you like those films, specifically those action sequences, then you'll enjoy this. Hard Eyes is a low budget slasher film, a sort of Temu Michael Myers or Temu Halloween. You can tell that the producers of Hard Eyes are fascinated with horror franchises, slasher franchises like Halloween and Friday the 13th and Saw and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hard Eyes stars Lauren O'Hara and Mason Gooding, who play colleagues that are mistaken for a couple and targeted by a serial killer who hates public displays of affection. Hard Eyes, like Love Hurts, lacks on screen chemistry between the leads. So I couldn't really buy into them being romantic interests. And this film is very light. I'm talking about thin on plot, and the action sequences are sporadic, but the kills, the slashings are very gory, but gory for the sake of being gory. Some don't make good sense logistically. It's just gory just to get you to buy into the idea that this is a slasher film. I think what hurts it the most is that it spends too much time diverting from the overall plot. There are scenes in this film that don't make sense, that don't contribute to the overall plot and narrative at all. They seem to be disruptive and out of place and should have been on the cutting room floor. I mean, scenes that literally go nowhere. And also, there are three endings in this film, as if they couldn't decide on which one to go with, so they just included all three. It's absent of any jump scares, but there are a lot of bursts of sounds out of nowhere that I think affects the natural flow of the story because out of nowhere, bam, there's a sound burst. The sound editing and the sound design is disturbing at times. And I think also disruptive and obnoxious. Now, there is an end scene credit. If you miss it, you miss it. I don't think it's that important. It's very brief, but it is there and it seems to be set up for a sequel. And I think this is heading for a sequel no matter what the box office is this weekend because it merely took 18 million to produce. The production budget is about 18 million, just like Love Hurts. And so if this made 8 to 10 million this weekend, a sequel is inevitable because this can be produced for so little money. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Hard Eyes universe because it doesn't take a lot to produce. They're probably going to make this a franchise and already greenlight a second and third installment. Would I recommend that you rush to the theater this weekend to see these films? These are two films that you'd go to see if there really is nothing else to do and nothing else to see. I think they'll probably blow up when they are streaming digitally, but to rush out and see it, I don't think that's necessary. At any rate, Hard Eyes and Love Hurts are currently in theaters now.